Hey guys, and welcome to the Prophet of Gaia episode number 17. Today we are minus a Christian, Hexter Vintal, because he is sick with superflu and, probably close to dead by now, would be my guess. So we're going to be without him tonight. We're just going to see what happens. Last time.
Also, it's episode 18.
No, it's not. Bullshit.
It is 18.
That's
Just
garbage.
for clarity, in case anybody has just watched 17 on YouTube. This is
No,
18.
this is episode 17.1.
This is a rebroadcast of episode 16.
I swear I checked
We don't
the most
talk
recent
anymore.
VODs. Whatever. Fuck it.
You gotta check YouTube.
I don't even know what our YouTube channel is. All right, last week,
Your bio.
our team was caught up in a predestined paradox after returning from the vault of Ishtiel. Having returned a few days before they had left, the group thought that it would be best to lie low to avoid a paradox. Little did they know lying low would just cause it. So they quickly found themselves filling holes in events that they had done, leading them to this point, and have found that using the Protean ship to travel may be more trouble than useful. And now they're laying low once again in one of the abandoned rooms of the atrium, right up until now, as the corpse beast descends once again. So that's where we're at. They're in a room. Just got back from looting the vault, and yeah. The corpse beast is outside banging on the door.
Well,
I'm pretty sure I ungagged Sly at the end of our last session.
I
think Sly
believe
can talk again.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that yes, he can talk again.
If I didn't ungag him, I'll undo it. I'll ungag him now. But I'm gonna
Is anybody here is kind of unconscious? Anybody? You want to
what?
wake him up?
Who? What?
Exter, he's laying over there, just unconscious. Anybody not notice that?
I figured just sleeping off the time travel stuff.
Annika will check on him.
Because if I got my facts right, even though didn't he hear something about something about something that he heard that made him emotional, that kind of shut him down recently, like before this anyway?
Yeah, that stuff was going on.
Yeah,
but there's really no reason why he'd be unconscious, but sure. Sure, he's just laying there, staring at the ceiling, placid look on his face, in his fancy Protean
without
armor.
Hex. We might be without Hex for this, you guys.
It's fine. Old Hex is out there, or will be out there. It's fine.
We're not doing anything though, right? I mean, this.
I mean, I guess not, because we were fine.
We've taken care of all the
I
shit
guess
we need
we're-
to take care of. And if we interfere with what happened with this monster,
Okay, well, if you remember, shouldn't we gave Caldwell access to this ship before this, didn't we? So shouldn't we be hiding from him? Are we in the ship? We're in the ship, right?
No, you guys
Yeah.
are in one of the
we're
rooms
not
in
in
the
the ship.
atrium.
We're just in like
Oh,
a
we're
main
in-
room.
You
one
look
of the rooms.
around, you
Okay,
see a
okay.
cot and some cabinets. Looks like it's been raided for food. Definitely not a big floating sphere.
So what's the game plan after that? Basically,
We wait until past us
gets in
leaves.
the ship and leaves. But what happens if the ship actually? It's not what freefall thinks, and what the ship actually goes, because that's kind of what would probably happen, right? The ship would leave with the current us, and then we'd be stuck with no ship. And
Well, kind of. Because the ship did arrive in the same location, so there should be a replacement ship that arrived 2 days ago as soon as the ship that's here leaves.
I think we're just gonna have to hope for the best. There's no way I want to be on that ship and go through all of this all over again.
yeah, wouldn't wouldn't the When the people noticed that the ship didn't leave,
Well, yeah, that's what we're about to find
Wouldn't we
out.
still have some explaining to do?
Maybe not.
Big old clank, clank, clank on the side of the atrium as this thing's crawling up and just banging on the walls.
I'm just gonna like.
About now, Sly, I'm pretty sure you start yelling at that thing.
Yeah, try to be the hero.
Yeah, there's a small like outside as he hits it with an explosive popper.
Oh, wait, guys, you're gonna want to watch this next part. I get in the mind of a treant, and it's fucking badass for like 5 seconds. But watch it.
You guys actually have no outside viewport to this. You're
Yeah,
inside an enclosed
Annika's
area.
just like.
I will cloak us, and we will get on the catwalk, and we will watch this shit. Because I experienced it, which kind of sucked from an outside perspective. I think this is gonna be pretty badass.
I
No,
just don't want
nobody-
to accidentally, like, you know,
We're
have
gonna
it
stay
done
put.
to you again.
Yeah. Yeah. Things were bad enough the first time around. Let's not take any more risks this time. And as soon as we leave, us, will arrive back and go from there.
Well, yeah, but again, and like that means there's a whole nother day that we just gotta chill in this room. And you guys already know I have pretty bad anxiety, and I'm not about to like sit in a room
Not a
for
full
a day.
like a couple
Yeah,
hours.
I mean, we sleep. We
It's not-
sleep, and we don't leave immediately.
No, you guys left pretty quick.
Yeah, we left really quick after you got eaten.
You did an emergency meeting. You voted on stuff, and then you all left. That's all that really happened.
Look, we've been pretty freaking sleep deprived this whole time. If you want to take a nap for the rest of this, be my guest. I probably still have some sedatives or something if you want.
Or she can hit you really hard.
or I
Taking
could
any sedatives, any mushrooms, anything for a little while, unless it's a blue pill.
what if I hit you really hard?
Well, if I go unconscious, I can't guarantee that my badass McGee won't gain consciousness and be like, "Oh, free body." So, I mean, but then you might have to deal with that, and that'd be even worse than me.
Can we just punch him really hard too then?
Well, he can Hulk
Yeah.
out whenever he wants,
then-
and that might just tickle him.
Fair.
Yeah. Oh God.
You can always strap me down.
Lol.
That's what we gotta be strapped me down.
I think at this point you might be enjoying it a little too much.
I don't know. Annika likes to poke my holes.
I do, Sly. I really do.
So you guys are deciding not to interfere with the events that were transpiring before with the corpse beast, correct?
Right,
No.
we're just blissfully ignoring it and saying we'll be fine.
Okay, so we'll
We're-
just go ahead and
we
say
are
either you
making crude
sleep,
jokes to
you
distract
hang out,
ourselves.
you chill, you do whatever you do. You search through the apartment that you guys are in, and you find just like a big old bag of weed, and you just toke up, just have a good old time. Sly passes out eventually. Hex like reaches over for the joint, smokes a little bit, and then just keeps staring at the ceiling. And then hours pass, and you guys hear out in the atrium.
I think that's our cue.
Yep.
Hex
Should
just
we wait a
like
couple
Hex is just like,
minutes, or-
I'm just gonna stay here. You guys go do your whatever.
Are you okay, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well,
Just
Moment
need
of
a
truth, you know,
little
once we go back
time
out there.
alone at the moment, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. All right. Well, do we want to cloak and see for the ship, sir?
Yeah. it was-
I don't think we need a cloak now.
I mean,
Well,
People just might be
for
confused.
the people that don't, yeah. I mean, I don't.
If somebody sees us not leave the ship and we're already inside, that might be a little weird to explain. Like, oh, the ship, it brought us in, but then we teleported to the room and we did. Hey, guys.
I think
Hi,
we,
Mark.
we wanted to keep a lot of this under wraps for as long as we could, right? We didn't really want people to have to worry
Okay,
about
yeah.
all this.
Let's go find Caldwell. He knows that we're here, so let's actually go find him now that we're not here.
Well, he's on our comms, right? And
No.
we're no longer.
You guys changed
accessible to
channels,
Yeah, we
actually.
switched ours.
I mean, we can switch back
Switch
though,
it
right?
back.
No.
Make a recall check
Wait,
and remember your codes.
Actually, hey, other us's, y'all still there?
Sly, at this point, we are the other us's.
Well, what happened to the other us's? Where did they go? Because I want to know where they went, because that means that's where we go.
But we
I think he's just assuming that you guys made duplicates,
Right.
There's-
and there's just like
they're
multitudes of you
gone.
just running around.
No, it's like yeah.
So quick theory, free
and there
fall.
was another
If-
pair from the future, but they're like we did that. We're good.
Hex is on
A
the
quick
bed and he's
question.
like, the point of me staying here was to have some alone time. So if anytime you guys want to
We're leaving.
leave,
Yeah, Sly, cloak us and let's go to the atrium, see if we can find Caldwell
See if
and
the ship's back,
the
and we
ship.
can just come out of it and be like, "Hey, we're back," and just I don't.
All right,
okay, you got 2 minutes of cloaking. Go, go, go.
Let's go.
later,
Also-
Hex.
I rolled a 9 on my recall check.
No, you don't remember.
Okay.
How
There we
far are
go.
we from? Yeah, how?
We
assume we're
run
just-
for the
You
atrium.
guys are on the east side of the atrium. You can make your way down pretty easy. There's like little ladders and gravelifts and all sorts of stuff to move around. Gravelifts aren't technically functional because there's not
Empty
enough
gravel,
power.
just
Nah, yeah.
right.
So you guys just take a ladder down. You're on the floor of the atrium. Your ship is still standing there in the middle, and people are like, "Huh?"
I'm assuming the ship's still there, and that's why they're like, huh?
That's what I just said. Yeah, your ship is
Oh,
still
it's the
standing
ship.
there, and
Gotcha.
they're just like, did they go somewhere? It's still there.
All right, let's try and slip inside so we can come out.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess they're gonna see the door open, but we just run in. Door opens, we walk right back out.
Yeah,
they won't
pretty
see.
much.
They won't see you because you're invisible. So the door will open, and then you guys can just walk out.
Right,
Exactly.
that's what he just said.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what we do.
Oh, well.
All right, so you guys do that, and you step out, and Caldwell's standing in front of the thing, and he's just like,
Oh man! Oh, what a long trip! Oh man!
Elbow Sly in the side, like
"So
What the shit?
I'm just assuming that it didn't go as well as planned, and the ship didn't take off. Where is Hexter?"
he's not feeling so well. He's just resting.
we're
Oh.
we're good, sir. We're back.
We're the. Oh, yeah, we're back. Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, just we can go talk about it. And we can explain what happened. I think it's just some technical issues.
I have some new toys for you to examine.
Interesting. Shall we convene with another little sortie then? You can bring your findings before the council.
I was more interested in bringing them before the scientific community, you and Sylvia.
Well, I mean, this is the way that we are doing things now, right? We have
Yeah.
to.
It was my understanding
Um,
the council was to make decisions regarding the colony. These artifacts do not regard the colony at the moment until we know what they are and
Yeah,
what they
'cause we
do.
have those three.
Well, how about we
We
discuss
have
it as we
those
move
three people,
that way?
as well as Caldwell. Like, I'm not in the council, and I feel like I should have a say. Because we found it, and I was a Gaku. Just saying.
I'd just really like to know what these things are before we.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll go.
Before we get them to three or four, before we put into a decision, 3 or 4 people we don't know.
Yeah, how about
Jenkins
like
and
a
that
quick
other
hour
person.
review of the initial
already
findings,
agreed.
and then we can bring them to everyone else.
Fantastic. Well then, I'll let them know. Meet with Sylvia in the lab, and we'll sort through it. And then, as you
Did
guys,
we already give him a power core, or
yeah,
Yes,
like,
I
moving-
gave him the power core.
Okay.
And as you guys move by him, he says, "I assume everything went well."
For the
More or
most
less.
part.
Oh, I mean, we're here. It's just gonna be awkward when the. Yeah, we're here.
Fair enough.
Hex is in some trouble, but
I'll meet you in the lab. And then, you guys head your way over to the lab. People are like looking at you walk by. Sly's standing there looking like this big black thing. Nobody's really seen that yet, and they're kind of like,
I thought he was normal now.
His armor's still
My-
fused to his body, and he
Yeah,
still
my-
looks a little bit
still
looks
not
what he's
normal.
got.
Oh, did we not? Was he not out and about before when he
No,
left?
we kinda hit him.
he's envisaged his way through
No.
pretty much everything.
Oh, I forgot about
But
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
they need to get used to seeing
I
it anyway.
mean,
So it's fine.
it's yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
It's-
new armor,
it's-
guys. Don't worry about it. New model. Y'all, we found it in our endeavors. Don't worry about it, guys.
yeah. Okay, so you guys are in the room. Sylvia and oh gosh, we haven't played this game in so long. The robot, Erasma, is sitting in the chair. Completely finished a stack of about 150 Rubik's Cube as you guys walk up to him. And he sees you walking in with the little fabric dancing about you. And he's like, "I see. You went to the Vault of Ishtiel."
We did.
Just kind of picked one.
"I see."
Quick question. Hi, mind dude, robot. All of the, like, golem defense mechanisms gonna think that I'm, a dude? A fool?
Gilakran? Most
Yeah,
likely.
they thought I was Gilakron.
You're basically
Cool.
indistinguishable from the way that we see.
Sweet.
Viewing you on the higher plane would be looking at an image of Gilakran.
Do they retain? Or are they just programs?
Well, they have sentience, if that's what you're asking.
So they have some sort of, like, artificial intelligence about them?
I'd say that they are akin to what you are.
Oh. Don't know what that means. Okay.
You mean an idiot?
Leave it out of his
Sylvia,
head, I gotta
Sylvia,
ask
Sylvia
you.
walks up and she's like, "So, what did we get?"
A few interesting artifacts. I shrug my bag off and reach in and pull out the amorphous ball thing and the seed of creation.
I see. Interesting.
And obviously, you've already met Leith.
Wow.
I don't really know what to make of any of this.
Sly, I don't know what you're rolling for, but you rolled well.
I just quickly go into Sylvia's mind. Earmuffs, and I'm like, Sylvia, I got half a particular mushroom I found that made 30 years go by, or 30, 100 years, whatever it was, go by in like 10 seconds, but I was awake. It was weird as fuck. Study this shit, but don't tell anybody about it. Don't tell them that I have it. You can tell people that you found it, but you don't know where to find it. But I'm going to give you you can speak in
Sorry,
your
I was just thinking about something. So, yeah. How about the old Right, so that looks kind of like a seed.
Yeah, I talked to Miss Jill about this stuff, and she didn't really give me any solid answers, right, Noah? Like, it was kind of like, Leaf's her child, and the armor is, be kind to it, but she didn't really say anything about the ball or the seed, right?
Yeah, you didn't really ask about it.
I think I got chased out again.
Yeah.
So I'll put those down somewhere or hand them over to Sylvia or whatever. And
She's observing it, and there doesn't take more than like 20 seconds. She's like, "Nope, not for me," and hands it back.
well, I'm okay.
It's,
You also might
it's not actually a seed. Whatever this is, it's not biological in any way, shape, or form.
You may want
Okay.
to also take a look at Hex when you get the chance.
Certainly.
He's attached to some armor, or it's attached
Oh.
to him.
Interesting.
I don't really understand it.
Well,
This GL said these things like this fabric, whatever that I assume is still like just snaking around me.
Mhm.
Is she called it her child, and she implied that these things have life.
I see.
And she said to be kind to the armor, and that it was a relationship.
Well, I would have to see the armor and sort of see what that whole thing was about.
I tell her where to find Hex.
Oh.
He wanted to be alone for the moment, but I'm sure that's where he'll be.
Well,
for-
then, since all this is beyond me, I guess I will head that way. And so she.
Before you go,
Mhm.
one last question. How many seeds do you have left?
Oh, I used all of them in the terraforming of this atrium.
Do we know if they grow inside the ones you planted? Are they growing?
I
new
believe with
seeds?
sufficient amount of time that we could definitely harvest more cores. I just believe that with the amount of time that we've currently had, there's no way that these are fully developed.
Right. It's been a scratch at the back of my mind since we got here.
No, I'll definitely keep tabs on them and see if anything seems to bloom. And if we can, we'll definitely harvest more. It would make it very easy for us if we had to suddenly move. So
Right.
yeah, I'll go check on Hex. Excuse me. She walks out the door. Caldwell walks in, and he's just got this look on his face, and he's just like, "Well then, now that all the formalities are out of the way, would you please get these dick images out of my brain?"
Yes, I just left. That's right. I mean, I just got back. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. I'm really not sorry, but all right. Instead, let's see. Hold on. Damn it! I gotta take my brain.
Okay. Yeah. They were gone from his brain. He's like, "Oh, thank God." Is that what an image of a penis looks like to you? Is that
Well,
how a normal
it's an
penis
image of
looks?
my penis now.
Oh dear God. You should speak
And
to
you're
Sylvia
lucky.
just as soon as possible about that. Some sort of reconstructive
Yeah,
surgery may be in order. Right then.
That's
So,
for another time.
Thank you for the
By
core.
way.
That was very useful. I've already had it all set up. We are currently cloaked from the outside. Now then, what new toys have you brought us?
Things related to Annika's person.
That's all their toys are.
They're odd. I think they're weird. That's
Are
all I
they-
know.
I assume they're just like sitting out, right?
Yeah.
So he just
Just kinda point at
he
it.
walks over to the table and he's just like, an amorphous blob and what looks like some sort of seed.
I mean, I assume they have something to do with my R abilities, but I tried forming things from the blob and nothing happened, and
I see.
I honestly have no idea what to make of them or this fabric, for the record.
Interesting. It is confusing because with my powers and your powers, if you cross-reference them in some sort of way, they're very different. Granted, I believe my tree stems from more than just Vishtiel, potentially. And that might be the difference there. But the concept between our biological changes being able to change my shape or whatever it is you can do, and with your power, just creating things. I believe maybe it's some sort of manipulation of matter. And looking at this orb, it gives me the same sort of feeling, like it is in a state of flux, like it has no certain shape at the moment. I'd have to run some tests to figure out exactly how it works, but at the moment it is intriguing. It would be very, very beneficial if I still had the ring, so that I can experiment with that. There are a few settings on that allow you to inspect something similar to isolation, basically put it within its sphere of influence. And anyway, it's not important, since that is not
Do
a
we have the
viable
ring?
use right now. The ring is being used to cloak the entire ship.
Oh, that's right. I was trying to like I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It definitely seems to be begging to be made into something.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how it works. And if these are all living things like this gel implicated, then maybe spending time with them. And she like rolls her eyes and kind of groans a bit, like building these relationships would help with whatever they're meant to do.
Definitely. I think it's worth a try. I don't know what sort of relationship you can make with a piece of jello, but go for it.
I mean, Leaf seems fun.
Yes, the rag running around you seems very... And as he says rag, the thing just sort of like hisses at him. Just go... and then starts spinning around you again.
He didn't mean it, Leaf.
He might have meant it.
He's just an asshole, Leaf.
Fantastic. I'm glad we're all on the same page. So, this particular item, though, the seed-looking thing, I believe that I will definitely be examining that. Do what you will with the jello. But that will take some time, of course. But feel free to experiment with the blob and the blanket.
I'll
And come
keep
back to me
working
with
at
your
it.
findings.
Do we actually have
Yep.
any Jello, like in the stores?
Dear God, sir. Speaking of which, did you come
I'm
back with any
hungry.
form of food? I am very glad that you went to where you went to, and it is great that you brought back the power core, especially earlier than we ever would have anticipated.
That was definitely a benefit, but I'm sorry to say that was the only thing we really found that would be useful for the colony.
I figured as much. I figured you would have given it to me a couple days ago, had you actually found it, but, just hoping.
I would be more than happy to head back out there and see if we can find something on our next run.
Yeah, that's. We can look for more things.
That seems like a good plan. But may I suggest not taking the ship again, because that was just annoying.
I think with proper calibration, it'll be fine.
Yes, but if I have to see multitudes of you again, I believe that I will very, very likely kill one of them.
Well, another option is if we can set another spot to land the ship safely, we can just land at the alternate one, and we just don't visit the other one within the day. It would make it very easy for us to stay separate from each other in case that were to happen again.
I really don't want to go through that again anytime soon. And some of the vaults were close enough that we can take the what was it called? Garidia.
The Garugula.
Yeah.
We'll make plans to do that sometime in the near future. In the meantime, I'm going to get busy with the seed, and if you would like to experiment with what it is you've brought back, or perhaps try to make a run in the Garidia to one of the closer ones, feel free. In the meantime, I need to get busy with my work.
Righto. I mean, is anyone hungry? Do we need anything here?
I mean,
You
the
guys
only thing
haven't
that
eaten in
I
days.
would- Yeah, it's like obviously let's eat. Like let's go up and get our daily ration,
Rations.
whatever it is, and
All right, so you guys go down to the mess hall, and sitting there is Max and Milo. And when you walk up to Max, he's just like,
Hi. Again.
Hey, Max.
Sorry. I think it's over for now. It's done. We're good.
"So you're just you.
Yeah.
Current only time you."
Well, it should.
Well,
We might not know if we're actually here in another and as far as we know, we're the only ones here.
You better be.
Yeah, and
Because that was just a whole lot of shit, man. Like,
it was
the
a nightmare.
past couple days have just been a whole lot of me trying to keep quiet and not like break the universe and shit, and it's just been a real headache. Just a real headache, okay? All that teleporting
Yeah.
and weirdness and what the hell happened, Sly? Like, when did you like transform into a weird green monster and like go ape shit on the people in New Gaia? Like,
Yeah, he does.
where did that come
sometimes.
from, man?
He got eaten by the corpse monster that attacked us.
The thing that was on the roof yesterday.
He got eaten by it.
But he was sent to that before the corpse.
Yeah.
It's just been a
Do
big
you want
old
to meet
bag
my
of dicks.
blanket?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Sure,
I
I'll meet a
think
blanket.
I think I've been able to meet a middle ground with Badass McGee. That's his name, by the way. Badass McGee.
Badass Mickey. That sounds like the
He
shittiest
chose
name
it.
I've ever heard. But it's cool, man.
I mean, he chose it.
Look, it's Sly's better half. We'll have to live with it.
Fair enough. Milo's just sitting there and he's just like, so where you guys been?
At least my better half doesn't hold maps from people.
I pull out Leith and I'm like, Max, this is Leith. Leith, this is Max. Max is very nice.
Hi, nice to meet you, Leith. And Leith just sort of slithers a little bit towards him, spins around him a little bit, and then goes right back to you.
Well,
She's just like, damn it.
That's a really cool blanket.
I don't.
There's a couple of like people in the area that are just watching this blanket sort of like spin around you. They're just like, what the fuck is that?
Great
Yeah.
magic trick, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Some of the kids are like, and like walking up trying to grab it and shit and touch it, and it just like keeps dodging their hands, and they're like, it's so funny. It's just
Yes, it is.
just people being weird. So Max is just
Yep.
like, so what now?
Well, we're thinking about heading back out. Not in the ship this time.
All right.
Sadly.
Well, I mean, I'd rather go with you, if that's okay.
I was gonna ask if you'd like to.
Because I'd rather not stay behind and meet alternate versions of you again. I'd rather it be some other schmuck who just has to
That's
deal
not
with.
out of the question. That is
You
not
might
out of
end
the
up meeting
question.
well, hopefully don't meet yourself. If that ever happens, avoid meeting yourself.
I mean, we hurt ourselves.
But we didn't actually see ourselves, right? Your brain can lie to you and be like, that's not actually me. It just
don't know.
sounds like me,
It's-
identically to
yeah.
me, but it's not me.
Anyway, we're not hopefully time traveling this time. We'll just go out in the Gridia and take what we
And
can
see,
from
that-
wherever we go and come right back. Normal time.
Unless we can upgrade the Gradia with a flux capacitor, then it might be possible.
I don't get the reference.
I was wondering if so your dude said that we would die if we met our past selves, right?
Right.
Well, what happens if we meet ourselves that already know that time travel's a thing and we're coherent that ourselves are meeting ourselves? Would we still die, or would
Pretty
we
sure you
be
still
able
die.
to make like a mega team?
Pretty sure you still die.
Like, is it just like, oh shit, there's me? Like, how does...
I don't know, man. Maybe it just depends on how you time travel or what not.
I think that's one of those things we should just not ever find out.
I
Yeah.
would say there was, at one time, there was 3 of us in the same exact frame of time. There's 3
And
sets
it
of
was
us.
miraculous we didn't actually encounter each other. This place isn't that big.
I'd say so. So what's with the wobbly ball?
Oh, I put that in my bag. But
Yeah.
okay. I don't know. It's a thing that maybe I can make into something, but I haven't been able to yet. So I'm gonna keep working at that.
Cool.
Maybe we'll
Milo.
find.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Maybe we'll find something that you can use in one of these vaults next.
Cool. So, do you guys want to, like, I don't know, go out, go do something, go find a vault?
Yeah, soon. Milo, in the armory, is there a shooting range in it, or do you have somewhere else set up potentially to make sure the guns are functioning properly?
Oh, I typically try not to discharge any of the weapons, but I oil them, clean them, what we were trained to do. They should work fine.
Do you know of any area nearby where I could discharge a weapon?
You can go outside and discharge a weapon, but last time somebody went outside, some shit came here.
Yeah, it's...
We'll be sure to do it far away from here.
Okay, well, I'll just... Okay. Thanks!
Alright. Nom, 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 nom.
He just says that as he's eating.
Mm-hmm.
You can't eat if you're not making munching noises.
Nom, 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 nom.
Biology.
That's right.
That's how it works.
So what do you guys want to do? Because without Hex, I have no
like-
plot-driven stuff to do, so...
I mean,
Yeah.
we can head out. The problem is
Yep.
the map is kind of attached to the ship.
The what?
Isn't the map like function like it expands in that because it's in the ship?
It is in the ship. But you could probably go into the ship and observe the map.
We could
I know, it's crazy.
maybe I can manifest a copy of it that we can hold.
Could try.
Yeah.
Sure,
Go for
let's
it.
try it. Let's go find one that's close and maybe make at least a small copy of that area so we know where to go.
Attempt to make a map.
I don't want to get lost. Sly does it enough on his own.
No, I thought she was
let's
gonna...
let's go look at the map and see what happens. And we're just gonna pick out the nearest vault.
Okay, roll a d3 for the nearest vault when you guys get there. 2. Roll again.
3.
3. Okay.
Roll again. Wait, there's only one choice.
No, that one's okay.
Okay, so, and then I'm just gonna try to manifest an identical snippet of that section of the map, just between us and that vault.
Okay.
So that's intelligence, alertness, and psionics, right?
Intelligence, willpower.
Willpower. And my psionic construct, or is this would be construct, right? Ooh, that's not great. I'm
And
gonna
at
reroll
the
that.
same time, I'm gonna try and memorize where it is on the map.
Okay. So Leo's gonna roll a memorize roll.
Yes.
I rolled a 13 for my map construct.
You rolled a what?
That's
13.
mine's for memorizing. To try and memorize from where we are to where it is on the map.
Okay. So, yeah, no, the 13 will manifest a flat copy of the map that only you can see.
Oh shit, I forgot about that part. All right, well, I have a map that I can see.
I kind of know where we're going.
No, you've got it
We'll see
memorized.
if that holds.
You legitimately,
So
you're like, oh, okay, so we're here. That's 6 miles
Between
that
the two
way.
of us.
Between the
we'll
two of
It's
us,
further.
figure it out.
So the next closest vault is a lot closer than the one that you guys just went to, but is a lot further than you've ever ventured out from your current settlement.
Hmm.
So, like I said, it's like 6 to 8 miles away. It's not super far, but it's further than you've traveled.
Do we want to hoof it or do we want a vehicle?
I
We
think,
have the Google, right?
The Googler.
Yeah.
were there
It's-
any
it's somewhere.
downsides to taking it? Do they need the fuel or? I think we talked about this before.
I feel like they don't need the Garugula, right? And how many do we
Like
have? 'Cause we
copies.
found one, but they might have had one too.
Currently, they are using a lot of the fuel that you guys brought back to run the generators.
But with the power cord, do they still need to do that?
Power core is currently being used to power defense.
Yeah. It's basically
okay.
cloaking the entire place.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we can
It's
just
like-
book it.
Only
Same
like 8
miles.
miles. We can
Like
walk that.
half a day.
okay,
Not
no,
even
that's
half
fine.
a day. That's like
Yeah, we'll do
quarter
that.
of a day's trek.
That sound good to you, Max?
Yeah, sure. Sounds fine to me. Um,
He's faster than all of us.
works for me. If you just want to point me in the general direction, we can make it there real quick.
Mm.
Oh yeah, you can kind of
Are you
move us
sure?
there, huh?
You can control that?
I've been doing a lot of popping around lately.
I'm game.
Yeah.
Sure,
What's the
why
worst
not?
that happens? We end up back on New Gaia or something. You know, grab some more
I get
toys.
eaten
Sure, let's do it.
by that weird lizard monster.
Sure. Let's go. So he
Alright,
touches all of
hold
you.
hands.
He touches all of you, and you guys are teleported just outside of the building. You look back at the atrium, and all you see is a mountain. Just a long stretch of mountain with like rocks and metal just peeling off of it, like a flower, just like a rose petals just rising up out of the ground.
Well, this one might be interfered with by the noble people.
If they got in.
I don't know. These metal spikes don't usually bode well.
Max
the last
Max
one
is
that-
like, that's the atrium, man.
Yeah. That's where we came from.
Oh wait, so we're not? Are we in front of the? We're right outside, or we're in front
You're
of the,
right
the
outside.
vault?
Not outside the vault. You're
Of the-
outside of the atrium.
Oh. Oh.
Home, sweet home.
Huh. I thought you were gonna teleport us to the vault.
We didn't tell him where it
He's like,
was.
oh, I kind of wanted to get a line of sight on it, because when I teleport just
Oh.
rando, yeah, it definitely goes some crazy places.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
I mean,
Oh,
the,
me
the
too.
map in my memory we can be like, in that direction, right over that way.
You got a compass?
Compass? Where did you learn to speak? I mean, I really want to know, like, where did you learn to speak? Why aren't you wearing a helmet? Are you not, like, feeling sick?
Mine's imaginary, but it's real. It's imaginarily real.
I manifested one for him.
He's not even wearing that. He doesn't need
Oh,
a
he's
helmet
not?
anymore.
Oh.
He's just
I'm-
special. Special
But
ed.
in his head, it is imaginary.
Well, you know what, Max? When you get a badass McGee inside of you,
I don't want any
you can
other
do the
man
same
inside
thing,
of me.
Max. Touche.
Yeah.
Touche. It's not always comfortable.
Yeah.
But you're admitting that it's
can
sometimes
we-
comfortable.
Well, the option.
So just
can
which
we go?
direction? Which direction is it?
Point, just silently, like, point in the direction.
All right. So he grabs you guys and teleports you a ways in that direction. And he's like, "Whew." Well, that's about as far as I go at the moment. But I think we're a little bit closer now.
If we didn't overshoot it, we should still go that way, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got us maybe like 2/3 of the way there.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you know when you do those? Is it? If I said, mountaintop and you pour it, would you know about how far you made?
Oh
it?
yeah,
Or
if
would
you
just be
gave
"I
me
can
like
still
an
see it"?
actual like destination, it would be like
Right.
a whole lot easier. But
I
I
don't-
just
we don't know
teleported
what
this
this
way,
thing
and
is yet
my
either.
my judge of distance is a little bit.
Okay, that works.
Well,
Start walking.
let's start walking. While we're walking, balls. I
Wait.
guess I don't do anything.
I
I was gonna see if I can sense any other mind or brain activity in a radius around us.
Okay,
Good, bad, treant, doesn't matter.
you sense a couple treants because you've been inside their mind enough that you sort of get a feel for their stuff, and you just
Where
hear,
they
and you
are.
just like
There
you're
they
like leaves, nom nom nom.
I think we're safe right now, guys.
I'm gonna like take up a position kind of like in the like I assume we're walking in a line. We've got like a forward scout and like somebody behind, but I want to kind of like take up a position in the middle, and I'm gonna have like the amorphous blob in one hand, and like Leith kind of like wrapped around the other arm or whatever, and I'm gonna just be talking to Leith, and like so do you know anything about this? Like Is it something you can interact? Is it like a sibling? And just I'm just gonna be asking Leith all kinds of questions. And like,
Yeah, she like wraps around the ball when you're talking about it, and she turns into like a small like little trampoline kind of, and just bounces it up and down.
fun stuff. Are you enjoying that? It's a toy for you. Is it? I I'm just like, but I'm like trying to do all this really quietly so that people don't see how crazy I am.
Yeah, you're talking to a blanket. The blanket's bouncing the ball. Just
Completely normal. Don't worry, I'm walking behind you and I'm carrying an invisible rifle trying to figure out like where the bolt slider is, like if there's a way to load it, I'm playing with something that no one can see.
And I'm
Yeah.
walking up, and I'm with
Oops,
Point with
accidentally
Max,
turned
and I'm
it.
like, bro, Max, like, check out this new fucking sword I got. You were there, never mind. Get out. It formed to me now. It's mine. And I like press a button, change it to the gun, press a button. What was it? It was a sword, a gun, and a what?
Shield.
The 3 buttons that out of the 4 that I
Shield.
found out. Okay, like look at this, shield, Tink.
that's
Rifle.
pretty fucking sweet, dude. I'm not gonna lie. That's like the fucking
Right?
coolest thing I've ever seen.
Right. I don't know what the 4th button does. I'm scared to press it yet. It could literally just turn to a squirt gun, but I don't know what it does yet.
I mean, it's like already a gun, right? Like you made it a gun and like a sword and a shield. I don't think it'd be 2 guns.
Well, the point being, it could turn into something harmless or something terrible, and I don't know yet. We didn't watch the demonstration.
Cool.
So,
Push the last button.
So we're just like, you guys, he's just like, all right, well, I'm gonna keep walking. But
yeah,
show
no,
me-
we're walking while we're
Yeah,
doing
all
it.
of us are
Yeah.
walking along.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he just like starts
Multitasking.
making
I'm
his.
just having like harmless. Yeah, I'm just.
He starts
showing off.
making his way, and he's like, "Does anybody
gonna-
like know exactly where this thing is or what we're looking for? Because I think we're getting close, but I don't know." And then I'm gonna roll d20.
I wanna kind of like toss the amorphous blob and get Leaf to fetch it, or see if she does.
You toss it.
Yeah, just like gently, like not far at all.
Okay, roll d20.
Mm.
19. And you tossed it. Okay.
Thinking like just
So
up in the air.
the ball lands on the ground, pops, and then it transforms. The entire thing expands rapidly and forms into what looks like a large hovering motorcycle.
Ah, I did it! I did something, guys! I did something. Okay,
You all see it.
How'd you?
I don't know, but I did something.
This motorcycle that's hovering above the ground looks protean. It seems to be highly powerful with an engine inside, and it is hovering about a foot off the ground where you toss the orb. And then the orb
This reminds.
comes out and forms out of it and just plops to the ground.
Like there's still an amorphous blob, but now we
There's
also have a motorcycle.
still an amorphous blob, but now you have a motorcycle.
Is the amorphous blob smaller?
Yeah, not really.
Not not noticeably. How about that?
Yeah, like you can make a check to see.
This reminds me of the old biblical.
Make an
Comics I
alertness
used to read.
alertness check to see.
The old biblical.
Yeah, you
comics
can
I
also have
used to
like if you
read.
have deduction or anything like that.
That thing is like
Intuition.
a capsule core.
I do
Hill.
have intuition, so alertness and intuition.
I'm gonna
It's
pick
awesome. You have your own capsule core pill.
I'm gonna pick up the blob and like
14. It is about 10% smaller.
Huh. Well, that's useful.
I wasn't even thinking about motorcycles. I don't know what happened.
I I don't. I mean, that might just be what your deep intention was, because we've been
I
trying
mean,
to go
maybe
quicker,
maybe
right?
there's a small part of my brain that is always thinking about motorcycles, but
Max is like, I don't care, but it's mine, right?
no, no, it's
How many of us can
definitely
fit on
mine.
that thing? Like how big is this thing? Like 4 people, 2 people, 1 person?
You could probably fit all of you on there. It's like
I
picture like Cloud's motorcycle from Advent
I am
Children. Like it's big ass
I am
motorcycle.
absolutely driving this.
Okay.
Hex got my armor. I get the bike.
Okay, so you get onto the motorcycle thing, and as you sit into it, like it hums. The controls don't seem to be, they seem to be the fingerprints, kind of like what you saw on the Protean ship. Doesn't seem to be any hand controls anywhere on it.
Is it? Well, it's hovering though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it might be a little bit more like flying than driving.
Probably very much so.
God damn it. I just want to try and just give it like a little nudge
Okay.
and just try to ease
Boom.
myself.
Okay, what are you trying to do with it?
Well, Annika's just trying to figure out like how, like, can I work this? I know how to drive an actual motorcycle, but can I figure out how to drive this thing?
So you're just thinking about how to drive it. It seems very obvious to you that you put your fingers in the fingerprint slots.
Right. And then I just want to like, okay, is it gonna go? Like, do I
Are you trying to make it go?
just like just a tiny little bit?
It goes a tiny little bit.
Okay. I try to make it reverse just a tiny little
It
bit.
reverses a tiny little bit.
Okay, I got this, you guys.
You just keep your fingers there and you're like, reverse. It goes reverse. It go forward. It goes forward.
All right, let's find where we're going, and I guess if you want the
And
practice,
hop
try
on.
and just how about you just follow for now until you know what you're doing. No offense.
I think I know what I'm doing. As long as I think I know what I'm doing, I think it knows what I'm doing. Yeah, you get me?
So it's driving, not you.
My thoughts are driving.
I'll walk.
How about you, Sly?
Like it. I'm with you. I don't feel like walking anymore. Anyways, I'm tired. Walking's for scrubs.
All right,
who
so
don't show
you get on the
maps.
back and just awkwardly sit, like, straddled right behind Annika.
Don't touch anything.
I'm touching you.
I mean, I got like my pack on. You can just like hold on to the back of that. Like this big bulky armor. There's nothing to touch.
Yeah, Max just kind of like sort of like scoops himself up on one of like the what looks like almost like a tailpipe on the back, even though there's no real engine on this thing that you can see. And he just sort of like plops up to the side and he's just like, okay,
Right.
let's go.
Now I'm just gonna start heading in the direction we were going. Slow enough that Mood can keep up.
Okay. It starts moving at a pace that is slow enough for him to keep up. As you come to obstacles, it moves around obstacles. It just goes.
Sure you don't want in on this? We can.
Okay, fine. Climb up on it.
You climb up on it.
Conformist.
So you three are sitting straddled on the motorcycle, and you seem like it's kind of a little bit snug on the bike. But then behind you, Max is still just like, woohoo! Let's get this thing going.
Like he's holding
Yeah.
on to it, or he's just jetpacking himself.
No, he's holding on to it.
So I'm gonna urge it on like a little bit faster, like a normal, driving speed for us, not like supersonic or anything. And just try to keep heading in the right direction. With, everybody keep your eyes peeled. We don't know what we're looking for.
Caves, spherical shaped orb things, maybe like the ship. I don't know what we're looking for. We just
Okay.
know it's out here.
cavern. The last one was underground, or the
All right.
first
So
one
I'm
was
sorry.
underground.
What are you trying to do? Are you're just looking for it?
Yeah, she's
Yeah, or
driving a
just-
little bit faster, and then we're all just kind of keeping our eyes out for
So
something.
Annika,
in
you're
it.
trying to find it.
Mhm.
The bike turns sharp left and
Oh.
start heading into the forest.
I think it's just gonna take us there.
You guys are
Okay.
zipping through the forest, dodging trees, making your way along the way. And then you come across what looks like a gigantic tree. And on the outside of that tree, there is a symbol marking it as a vault.
Yep.
And a door
Okay,
that
this
looks
thing
like
is
wood.
awesome. I'm
Well,
gonna
that was easy enough.
hop off of it.
I mean, it probably
Not-
has programmed inside of it like any of the vaults that we want to go to.
I think it knows where I want to go, and then it finds
mean-
it for me. Maybe.
We all looked at the map.
Well-
You knew where it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys get off the bike and you're standing outside of the vault.
I want to try. I'm gonna like get the orb back out and like press it to the bike or something, and be like, "Can I make it go back?"
Oh, are you
Like,
are you trying to make the bike you-
go back into the orb?
Do you wanna
it doesn't
wait
go
till we're
back into
done,
the orb,
maybe?
but the bike collapses into the size of what looks like a small like little statue with a button on it.
That'll do. And I put it in my bag.
You rolled a 19
just-
on the
On the creation of this thing.
yeah. It is what it is. And you're the one who did
just-
it, so it's yeah. So yeah, that's what the ball does.
It's kind of permanent.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. It's
Yeah.
you have that now,
Yeah,
Yeah,
versus if
so-
one of us did it, it would be just temporary at best.
probably, yeah.
So, yeah. So I didn't want to leave it out here in the open in case something came. Like, let's not leave too many obvious signs of our passage.
Yeah, I don't want to get shipjacked either on a strange planet.
Yeah. So Max is just like, all right, so how do these things work? I remember the first one. Do we just walk up and say please?
Pretty much.
That's how we've started all of them so far.
All
I
right.
walk up, but I
So
don't say please.
you walk up to the gate, and there's really no response.
I'm gonna knock on the wood door.
You knock on the wood door. Nothing happens.
There's like a symbol on it. Like, what does
Mhm.
that look like?
It looks like all the other vault symbols.
I just go up to the door. I'm like, "Hey, boss man dudes, you there?" And I like touch the door.
Roll me your Sonics check. $15. You hear back in your head. Do you challenge? Only he hears this.
Yeah.
Maybe
Do
his
you
vault's
take
dead.
sub answers? I say in my brain.
Do you take what?
Sub answers?
Do you
Other than yes or no?
challenge?
Yes. I fucking do.
Of course he does.
Okay. You're all standing there, and then suddenly you feel a tight, like, grip around your ankles, and you're dragged onto the ground.
Great.
And we're gonna take a break.
would you do?
So you guys are pulled underground. The next thing you see whenever you open your eyes, standing before you, is a figure that looks very ghostly and pale. We see you again, it would seem.
Fucking
Wait.
Callum Brimbor, you back? Piece of shit.
He did
What do
say
you have
he
for
would.
us this time?
He did say he would see you
Yeah.
at the next vault.
Yeah, he did.
What are you? Why? What?
It is not my fault you have stumbled in here once again.
I'm just gonna point at Sly. I blame him.
I didn't do. You don't have proof of anything.
I did not believe you would be ready or come here to this particular challenge so soon.
Well, we're
Right.
here.
Can we take a rain check and come back?
Someone initiated the challenge. That is between you and Vassal.
Just
Did your blanket
slowly look at
speak?
Sly and just be like,
Unfortunately, I cannot help you much. But what I can do is ensure you do not die.
cool, not death.
So he places his hand on each of your foreheads, and a glyph appears. And then he turns away and says, "Good luck." And then he just sort of fades away. In the room where you guys are, there is nothing much to see. It's just this large, empty cavern. At the top, you can see the roots of the tree spindling down and in. And in the center, you can see that there is a platform. And standing on this platform is a very tall husk of a creature. All you can see is the external skeleton and like the exterior of your meat sort of hovering. And as you walk close, it says, "Welcome. What challenge do you want to do, puny humans?"
What are the options?
Well, you must best me if you want my things now. Choose. Do you want me to fight you in a feat of strength?
We don't have our strongest. Next.
Do you want to try me in a game of speed?
Max could do that. I could also do that.
Or do you
Put it-
want to try to outlast me?
Outlast. Well, I basically have 2 lives, so I'm cool with the Outlast. But if you guys want to do the speed challenge, I don't know how particularly fast you guys are.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
I
but you know
mean-
what? You guys want to do the strength? Because I got a badass shield.
Well, if it's like arm wrestling, the shield's not going to help you.
Max has a metal arm. Hello.
I feel like that might be a legitimate. Do we all have to best you,
Yes,
or
it-
is it just like one person has to best you?
Anyone who wants anything must best me.
Right. So I don't think any of us are doing strength.
So when you say strength, do you mean just battle you, or is this like moving
We will
boulders?
fight to the one that wins, the one that's still
Do we get-
standing.
All
Do we-
right, all right. You know what? For me personally, guys, I'm gonna fight him.
Do we all have to commit to the same
Of course not.
challenge? Okay, Sly,
Silly.
go for it. Do whatever you want.
All right, so I go into my mind real quick and I'm like, hey, badass McGee, you ready, baby?
Don't call me baby.
Pudding, are you ready for this?
What are we doing?
Oh, we're about to kill or fight. I don't know if we should kill, but we're gonna fight this person.
I
in
was
front of us,
watching
ready?
Dick's TV, which is constantly playing in your subconscious.
Yeah. Yeah. All you gotta do is conform, and I can shut it off at any time.
All right, what do you want me to do? Fight some guy?
I'm gonna try first, but if all else fails with me, I'm gonna let you take over and do your shit. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, let's fucking do this. All right, I'm ready, big dude.
Roll initiative.
No bueno.
What'd you get? 14? He goes first. And he will
What?
just go, ha ha ha, a test of strength. Let's be on it then. And then he walks up to you and he just throws a fist.
All right. Well, I clearly tried to dodge that.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, he hits you.
Oh yeah, cool. Alright, what's my damage soak in the new armor?
2 more than
wounds
what it was before.
I think it was, what, like, I don't know what it was. That's the only thing I didn't put on here was the damage soak.
So it should be
It was
5
like-
now, because yours was 3 before. Again, as you level up your physical aspect, you will level up your toughness of your armor, you will level up the power of the other guy, all that shit.
You haven't given me my physical aspect yet.
I
on the paper,
told you you
so
can
yeah.
just, it's got a D2, or, yeah, it's got a D2 right now. So,
So that adds to soak potential?
that is a soak potential in all stats. But not directly to you, just for your transform for it. The soak goes to all of it.
Okay.
So right now you've got a D2, so you get 2.
Okay.
Sorry I haven't put it in your sheet. There's been a lot going on. All right, so let's see how hard he
Yeah.
hits you real quick. So you rolled a 15. Okay, so he gives you 11 wounds.
So is it 5 soak plus 2 soak, so 7 soak, or do I roll it?
Yeah, so you soak your 5, so you soak 5 of that, so that puts you at
6.
6 wounds for stun.
6 wounds, 4 stun, and the 2 physical doesn't do anything to prevent that.
No, you soaked that was total with your additional soak because you had 3 before in your original armor. Now your soak
so
is
the
5.
physical adds to that entirely.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's just a bonus. You become more potent in your defense and all that shit. So yeah, he knocked you across the room. You are now
All right.
prone, and you have taken you've taken 6 wounds and 4 stun. And he goes, ha 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 ha! Ha! You fly so easily.
All right, so first, since I'm back here,
Ooh,
it says
babe,
I can
come
do
try
2
this.
attack moves. I can do 2 attack moves. So first, is my bow special at all, or since it's like mine, or is it?
Was it
regular?
on you when it transformed?
Yeah.
Okay, well
always
currently
had it
it's
on.
not because you haven't transformed into your other form. So it's just your bow.
Okay. Yeah. So first, I shoot my bowie bow as my first attack move.
Okay.
So it's just agility and bow, right?
Mm-hmm. Not bad, not bad, not bad. He's not going to dodge you. He's just going to roll innate defense. You miss.
All right. Well, then for my second attack, I pull out my big ass sword. I don't have any specs on that, so I have no idea.
It's
The
it's
damage
just
on
your
it.
normal skill to attack.
No, I know. I'm saying
Yeah.
I don't know the damage on it. So I do my big old sword, run up and charge him with that. God damn it, dude!
Oh, you hit him.
Aha!
So you didn't do any damage with basic damage, but roll 2d12 for damage. You swing the sword, it clinks like just like against like his skin, and he just goes. Oh, strength was what you wanted to challenge me with, huh? He slaps you.
A non-damaging, disrespectful slap, right? Just
No,
a damaging
no, it
surprise.
still damages you. He just doesn't get his damage dice, so it's just the basic attack, which was a 42.
He does 42 damage to me.
No, he does 42 on a swing. Now you roll your dodge or whatever. 16. So the difference between those.
Is 26. Like how he does 26 damage to me?
Oh.
No,
Flashback.
that gets cut in half. So it's 13, and then that gets split between wounds and stun because it's basic damage. So he slapped you for.
I couldn't even dodge that.
That was you
He
dodging
automatically
it.
rolls a
That was
42.
that was his roll to hit you.
He automatically rolls a 42. What the fuck?
No, I just rolled 4d12. That's his strength.
Oh my god.
He rolled well. You're rolling like poop.
Or that's not even his strength. Sorry, that's his. That's actually his. Yeah, that's his strength. With his unarmed combat skill. So.
You should have let the Hulk out sooner.
Yeah.
So that's 6 and 7. So 7 stun, 4 wounds, and 6 wounds. So you take 1 wound and 7 stun.
Are you down? Is that down?
I have 11 stun and 7 wound. So I'm thinking that means
That's-
Are you unconscious?
If
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
when they
11
meet.
stun, 7 wound.
What's your total HP?
so that,
14.
So
14
yeah,
is totally.
you're completely unconscious. Yeah. So you're unconscious. He activates.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, I'm unconscious, so that means Hulk comes
Cool.
out.
Roll 2d6s. Okay. So you remove 5 wounds and 3 stun.
Alright.
Now for this, in this form, all of your stats are improved by 2 steps.
4 die.
Sure. 4 numerically.
Or 4 numerical.
And you have your enhanced bow and sword ready to go.
Alright, so does the slap push me all the way to the back again?
Yeah, just sort of spins your head around, you fall down, and then he hops up as you transform, and he's just like, oh, what have we got ourselves into here, Sly? And this one, and then he goes,
Round 2.
This one looks slightly more interesting. Come, let's fight.
Alright. So, use my sword. What the fuck?
no, 2 ones.
What is this bullshit?
You hit him.
Swear to God. I'm guessing I miss on the first swing.
No, you hit him. You rolled a 7.
Yeah. So now is it the same thing for damage? Instead of 2d12, it's 2d12 plus d4?
Wait, what?
Wait. I did that wrong anyways, I think.
No, you're swinging, which sword are you swinging now?
The sword.
Like your built-in sword or the other sword?
The big sword. Big boy.
2d12.
Excalibur sword.
Oh, 2d12 plus you have a strength
2d4.
boost, so I'm going to give you an additional 4.
Just 4?
Yeah, 4.
I think what I should have done was 2d12 and 2d4, because I have 2-step to each thing,
No,
right?
no. This is just the damage of the
okay.
sword.
No, I'm talking about originally what I should have rolled. Because it's 2-step for my agility and 2-step for my sword skill, so it should have been 2d4, not 1d4. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I messed it up, so it's whatever. Yeah. Alright, so 2d12 plus 1d4.
That's a 10. Okay. He
I feel
goes,
like this guy doesn't have health.
that tickles. It tickles.
Alright, so I do my second attack. That's how it should have been, but it's still not super high.
You miss.
For what I can get. God damn it. Alright.
He just takes a small step to the side and he's just like, are you sure you want to be doing this? Let's see how well you hold up. He reaches his hand to the ground and just lifts a chunk of earth out and just chucks it at you.
God damn it.
That's 18,
That's a lot of ones, Schneider. You've got a lot of ones so far.
23.
Bro.
So he definitely hits you. 23
Yeah.
versus 15. The damage for the rock will just be
8.
a D10. Oh, he rolled a 1. So math. So that's 8. You take no damage, but you take 4 stun.
4?
Mm-hmm.
So can my already unconscious but newly found conscious get back to being stunned, or is he unstunnable?
Oh, he doesn't ever go down.
Yeah, okay. So
You just accumulate a lot of points.
yeah, so accumulate. So when I do come back, I'm like, guys, I have the biggest fucking headache.
Yeah.
All right. So I look at him. I'm like, ha, throwing pebbles now, are we? And I.
You try to say that. You try to say that, and he says, "Go fuck yourself."
Badass McGee says that, or he says that?
Badass McGee.
Ooh, there we go. Almost perfect. There we go.
Too bad you didn't roll perfect. That would have been good.
Yeah. Also
He rolled a
30.
15. You rolled a 30, so that's 15 base. Now roll your 2d12 plus, yeah. 11. So the difference is 15. 4. And plus 11, that's 15. And so you hit him this time. And he goes, oh, not bad. Not bad at all. I guess I'll get serious then.
Don't worry. I got another one coming for you.
20. He makes an active dodge check.
Oh, he's getting scared.
Oh, he rolled a 14. You got him.
Come on, high roll. God, please. Please. 19.
19?
Go.
Okay. So that's 20. So he takes another whop, and and then he looks at you, and you see his face just sort of furrow as he frowns at you. It's like, I see how it is. You want to fight, don't you? So he reaches into the ground and he rips up 2 roots, and he attacks you twice.
Okay, so I activate the shield defense. I have no idea how this works.
Oh, you pulled the shield defense? Okay. So
Yeah, I have no idea
you
how
activate
the
that,
shield works.
and then just roll your melee combat and stamina.
Melee. Just melee, okay. And what would stamina be?
Oh, Jesus.
What is stamina?
I'm guessing endurance.
Endurance?
Yeah, endurance. Sorry, stamina, endurance.
Okay.
I got thrown off. Game switches all the time.
Stamina, so vitality and will. I should have just dodged.
No, so it's yeah.
No, I should have just dodged. I have a higher chance of dodging than the shield.
Roll it. You rolled a 7. Okay.
My dodge is 24 max. That's only 20.
So.
But I'm guessing the shield might add soak though.
Roll it
I'd
again.
imagine. A little better.
Okay, so the first attack, he hits against the shield, and you just get pushed back a little bit. You don't take damage stun, anything. And then he swings again, and he flops the shield, and there's just like a reverberation as he hits it, and you fly back, and you hit your back against the wall, and you take 10 damage. So that's reduced by you're in your form, so
Yeah.
7.
That's
So
3
you
damage?
take three more wounds as your back snaps against the wall, and he goes, "Oh, still standing, are we?"
Mm-hmm. All right. So now that I'm back here, my first will be a bow shot. So what does that entail now?
Just use your stats as they are increased in your normal bow skill.
All right. So 12 on that. Ooh, damn. No. Yeah.
Yes. No. Wait. Maybe.
So wait. Yeah, that should be it right there. Same thing. Same thing as a sword. 20, and I'm gonna use my poppers for show.
You miss.
Fuck. 20. All right. Well, while I'm back here, so maybe it'll help my dodge if he has to move to me or something. I don't know. I just shoot another arrow.
Okay. You hit him.
All right. Well, I'm using a popper, and is there any enhanced damage? Because I'm.
You do not use a popper.
I do not use a popper.
You go to reach for your arrows, and what you pull out is a green-tipped, like evolved arrow. It was a popper, but now it's something completely different.
All right. Well, what do I roll for that?
Okay, so you roll a d12 plus d6.
Almost.
It's 14. So that's going to be... so that hits him in the chest, and you see, as it goes into him, the green starts to, like, infect his body. And then he just goes, that is a cheap trick. And he just takes the chunk of flesh where it is and rips it out and throws it to the ground. And then he just looks at you and goes, fair enough. You pass.
Well, I'm in badass McGee mode, so I don't know what he's gonna say.
Oh, you say it to him, and inside he's just like, no, fuck that, we're still going.
God damn it!
And he charges with his sword.
So before that happens,
Nope,
well,
you don't
okay,
get to do
so-
anything. You
God
can try to
damn it.
you can try to shut him down if you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to roll psionics to shut him down real quick. Nope.
Yeah, roll your attack.
Sword.
He runs at him, and as he runs at him, he's like, "You don't understand. Your trial is over." And the entire thing, you see as its body pulses, and you see the shape of true Varsalu come onto it. It looks like a full-sized real Protean. And it just looks at him, and it reaches his hand out as the sword comes out and touches his forehead, and it's back to you.
Still with the wounds and stun.
Oh yeah, you're unconscious.
So while I'm falling and
No,
regaining
you can make a I think it's like a resistance check or an endurance check to try to not be unconscious, but yeah, you're probably unconscious.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty
so
sure it's endurance.
endurance is better for me. So let's see.
No, yeah, they're in the same room, Far. They just don't talk. What is
I
that?
mean-
What does that roll for?
We just watched.
Yeah, that's your
We're just
resistance.
watching.
You said endurance or resistance, so I'd rather do endurance.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, resistance is like diseases and hazards,
Yeah.
not yourself.
Let me find out. Damage.
I also didn't want to interrupt because it's the first time that Sly's had to fight with the other numbers of everything.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, no, you're unconscious.
I mean,
We're
Annika's
military
basically.
professionals. We'd just be like,
Annik-
yeah, he's getting the shit kicked out of him.
Because you're like
Wait.
way above on stun, right?
We're not doing that peanut gallery. method thing,
I'm
like
I'm
commenting
12
on
stun.
the-
I'm 12 stun, and
the
my vitality
performance
is
here.
14. But my actual life right now is 9.
Yeah.
So-
You're unconscious.
All right. Well, before I slip, like I regain, like I'm back, and then I'm unconscious. I'll just kind of whisper, like, "Thank you."
Yeah. So he falls to the ground, and Celebrimbor just walks up, picks him up over his shoulder. He's like, "I'll put him somewhere safe," but in an echoey voice, you know, and brings him to the corner. And then Varsalu just goes back to his husk look, and he's just like, "So which one of you is next?"
Well, I don't think any of us are doing that. What do you want to do strength? Just look over at Annika and Max.
No, no.
Max
I
is
don't
like,
think any of us are doing the strength challenge. Max, you want to go next? Do some speed demon shit. You're good at that. You might get something shiny.
Max is like, "I'll try to race him, sure."
I think I should go last in case anyone needs a doctor.
Well, I mean, we can't die.
Clearly,
but-
I need one, but all right.
Yeah.
your favorite
Caliber
person
Board
took
got
you
ya.
off. It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
you're fine.
He's fine.
So Max is like, so how does this the speed thing work? He's like, oh, you wish to race me, do you? Fine, fine. And then he just looks towards a wall, and his like hand pulses, and he punches the wall, and you see the rock just melt away into the distance. And Max is like, ah, I can do that too. He goes, ha 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 ha, you're funny. And then he's like, first one to the end of the corridor and back wins. Max is like, so just a race? Of course. Max is like, all right. And so Max activates this thing. And here's what I'm going to do. Because they're both incredibly fast, I'm going to roll a D100. One of you guys roll a D100.
Each of us or just one of us?
One of you.
Go for it, dude.
Not bad.
Yeah, fuck. All right. So you see Max, he's like, ready, set, and Max is gone. He's like, you cheetah! And then he like gets it and starts running, and you see as he runs, you see him, and then you don't. Like, he's so fast when he starts running that you literally do not see him start to move. You just hear the sonic boom of him taking off. And then you see, like, you hear what it feels like it's going on, like, down into infinity, this cavern that he's cut into the wall, the earth below him. And then you hear, just a few minutes later, just a... And Max is standing there, like he teleported. And he's just like...
Right.
And then the sonic boom and just like the... As he like tire screeches as he like runs back in and he's just like... Max is just like... I don't know what to tell you, man. I got some feet. I got some slave feet. And he's just like, fair enough. You're quick. Very quick. You passed your test. Thanks, man. Don't know
Well,
what
that
that
would seem
means, but yeah, cool.
Yeah. Well,
Max walks over to you. He says, "Don't try to race him."
no shit. I guess that leaves. But third choice was endurance, correct?
Endurance.
That sounds like a
Yes.
terrible plan.
Would you like to do the test of endurance with me?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Come this way. So he walks and he stands on the platform where he was standing.
Okay. Well, just kind of follow over there.
And he stands in front of you. He says, let's see how long you survive. Ah! And the entire thing lights up with energy and starts burning you alive.
Fuck!
I will give you 2 rounds to figure out what you want to do while he continues to make endurance checks, which he will succeed at for a while. You actually could do this one if you play your cards right, but...
Yeah, but I have no idea what to even use to try and not just get roasted.
Gotta think. I'll give you a second, because I gotta find endurance anyways. I'm just gonna one of your sheets. Vitality and will. Oh god. So that's... I don't have that many dice. Okay. Ooh, that's low. Ooh. Make an endurance check if you're not doing anything else.
Trying to think of anything else I could do. Like, more description on it. Is it just like blanket energy, like fire everywhere? Like what? What am I standing in?
You're standing in a pillar of protean, like that beam that melted things. You'll be eviscerated very quickly.
Yeah. I know my numbers suck. That's why I'm trying to think of like what's going on to see if I can do anything because all I have is precognition.
You
which
will last
isn't gonna
as
do
long as he
shit.
does, as long as you roll higher vitality checks or endurance checks. But you have things to do. You just got to figure them out. But if you are not after the second round,
There
you just
is
die.
absolutely nothing on my sheet for like figuring out what to do.
There is. I didn't put it on your sheet, did I? Your physical aspect.
Yeah, I know it's time related, but I don't know what that could entail here. Like, I was like, do something with the time stuff, but I don't even know what I'm trying to do with it. 'Cause I
Like
don't know how
maybe
it
you
works.
can just like jump forward in time so that you don't actually have to experience all of
That
it.
that was my only guess is to
I
try
don't
and
know.
like
I don't know.
not be there and just exist at a further point in time. Can I do that? Is that a possible thing?
You could attempt that.
Sure, let's
Annika's
attempt
just
that.
standing on the sidelines, like just totally jazzed by this. Like this is the most awesome shit she's ever seen.
I want to try and jump
But
forward.
you do have to make an endurance check for the first round.
And that is what? Vitality and will.
Vitality and will. 8. Okay. Yeah. So you take 10 damage to your 10 life points, 10 wounds. That's just the instant it turns on.
Yeah. Ow. So, what would I try to roll to not be there for the foreseeable future until he goes down?
You just roll your psionics. It's fine. So like a d6 in vitality or intelligence willpower.
Not terrible.
Okay, I will let you skip one round with that.
Yay!
So he will make another check.
Goal is to try and just do that as many times as I can.
Oh god, that's not great. Okay. You zip out of existence and then you're back in the burning pillar. You can try again.
I'm gonna try again. Like as soon as I reappear, just try and jump again.
18. Okay.
Slightly better.
Since you're using this thing, I'll let you know what, and you're about to die. I'll tell you what will actually happen. You're gonna turn back the damage that just happened to you.
Ooh, fancy.
Your reaction when
good.
you pop back in is you turn back the 10 damage you received earlier.
That's good because I would have been down. Next damage roll I was done.
Yep. But then immediately you're gonna take 10 damage.
Yep. So yeah. Still.
You buy yourself another.
So
I'm just like, this fucking hurts. Like panic.
that's gonna be really high. That's. Oh god. What are you doing this round?
If I have to do the same thing, I have to try and skip rounds because there's no other way for me to survive this.
You can also make attempts to just turn back damage every round. What you can also do is attempt to accelerate his time, so he burns faster.
No, that won't save me. I'd still be done before he would. So yeah, let's try and jump around again. Oh, that's barely better.
Nope, you skip another turn.
I'm just hoping he's like, I'm done. Because at this point, it's like,
Yeah, no, he's still good.
yeah.
And he's sitting there going, ha 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 ha. Are you still alive? Where are you?
I guess I'll try and roll back the damage when I show up for the next one.
Go for it. You roll back the damage. And you take 10 damage.
This isn't fair.
So you just keep doing this for infinity, and you know.
Basically, until he's
Oh,
finally
no,
like,
no, okay, hold up. Okay, one more go.
Yeah, fuck. Let's try and skip ahead again. God, these rolls.
And they're saving your ass, dude.
I know.
So then you keep hurting, and then, hold up. If he doesn't make this one, he's done. Go again. What are you doing this time?
Fuck. It's like,
Nobody has any commentary on the fact that he's sitting there burning alive?
yeah, this hurts.
That's what happens when you don't give maps to people.
No, this is what happens when you get the toys. I'm gonna try and jump one more round, and I'm gonna try and heal it this time. Oh shit.
No, we can't hear you.
Yeah, it's
You
one
try
below
to-
the other one.
You try to jump or turn back damage?
I wanted to try and jump one round again.
You jump one round.
That was frightening with the 2 ones in there. I'm like,
Yeah, no, Annika's just watching, like, just waiting to see who drops first. This
I'm
is-
just like flickering in and out of existence.
The
This-
fire
this is
the fire
super
turns
heavy.
off, and he looks at you, and you take, as the time it takes the fire to turn off, you take 3 more wounds. What are you at? How many you got left?
I got 3 wounds left, so I'm just gonna like come back and just like kneel down
Yeah,
like,
you're standing there like a cinder,
fuck.
and like all of your
that.
armor is melted, and he is just like, well done. And you can see like his flesh is just burnt to shit, and he's taking, God, how much is he taking?
Okay, sir. By the way, do you have a name?
Me?
Right? Can we use you to fight the noble? Can we just sick you on them? Like,
I have left
We already
behind
made it.
this part of myself. This is what is left of my physical being. I am Vasalu.
Okay. Next time you're gonna burn someone alive, can you at least, a little more warning? A little bit.
Sly, you're back at full health, by the way.
let's see.
Caliburn took care of you.
No, it's done, or
It's
it's done.
you're 100%.
Alright,
So,
cool.
so he's like, I would go see Celebrimbor. You look like a piece of shit, but you have passed this test.
Just gonna kind of like
You just sort of, like-
waddle with like my armor.
It's like less than waddling. You're like, as you walk, like parts of your body kind of fall off. Like,
just enough to keep
you
life
are
support
some very
going. Just
interesting mortals. I am quite surprised that you are capable of surviving these things. Most mortals fail within 5 seconds on that one.
Good luck, Annika.
And I once did that same challenge with a rock monster.
Turned into a magma monster after that.
Balrog.
So the question is, which one of these do I want to do? Because I can kind of help myself with all of them.
So, daughter of Istiel, what is your choice? And the rap, Leith,
Leaf.
slithers up to him and puffs up. Strength is it?
You sure about this one, Leaf?
Leith just looks at you and she's like she makes like a little simmy
But-
face in the fabric and it goes wink.
Let's do it.
No, this is Leith's challenge.
Oh, Leaf's going?
Yeah.
On her own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leith's into it.
Far from
All
most
right.
of this is pretty normal, actually. Like,
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is
This
probably
is
like-
this is.
So
it's a little out of the ordinary.
You
We're
guys,
not
you guys watch for a few minutes as Varsalu starts punching the fabric, and the fabric's just whipping around him, doing nothing, and you just keep slapping it. You say, "Stop moving, you little shit!" And he just like slaps her against the ground, and suddenly she like just slithers out from under his fingers and just wraps around his face. He's like, "God!" He starts punching his face until.
Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself.
And then you see for a second as he gets like kind of woozy, and he's like, "Fine, fair enough, daughter of Vistiel. You have won this round." And then he just picks his head up off the ground because it falls off of his body, and puts it back on and just like readjusts it. And he's just like, "That was a challenge. I'm a bit dizzy. What were we doing?"
Well, Leith won.
Now's the time to do strength while he's disoriented.
Or speed, any of them. Well, not endurance. I don't want endurance. Well, you could just
You have the
Make
same
a-
reaction
make a
I did.
bubble.
Like,
just make a
Yeah,
bubble.
but I might. I think I could. Yeah, I think I could. I could do any of these and probably be okay. No, did I heal my wounds? Like, have we?
You guys should
Like, we
be at
rest-
full
we-
health, yeah.
yeah, we
We
rested.
rested. Yeah. So
You guys had like
yeah.
3 days of no
Yeah.
combat.
Yeah. Unfortunately, intelligence is not an option here. So. Oof.
Far's not wrong. His intelligence is only a D4.
Yeah, he's definitely not smart. Yeah, so I think I can only do the strength one if my initiative is higher than his.
He's
Right.
basically a barbarian.
Yeah, so if he rolls initiative before I do, and I might be dead in the first hit, right?
It's very possible, yeah.
So I think Annika, she steps up. She's like, "I'm gonna outlast you. We're doing this."
Back
And
to the burning.
burn, baby. And I'm
Fine.
gonna try to manifest like some sort of like one of those reflective, like fireproof sort of suits around myself.
Okay. Make a roll for it. I mean, your armor is already fireproof. It melted his armor. So.
All right. Well,
Some sort of let's not die to this fire stuff.
yeah, just basically like this
It's
psionic
force
plane,
field
like
you just- yeah.
yeah, like whatever you can give me, some kind of force field
Just
or
make your roll.
psionic plane, see what happens. So that is going to be a
Yeah, your
Construct.
armor's still melted, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I already got planned for that. We're good.
Your sniper rifle is also melted.
should I take my
Is
armor
mine
off
the one
first
he
just
made
in
melted?
case?
Your what? Is your what melted?
Is the second sniper rifle the one she made?
No,
melted?
it is not melted.
See, I'm fine. Is my
Is-
scope melted?
No.
Okay.
Does this place have Atmo? Like, could I just take my armor off and not worry about it?
No.
I mean, okay. So I go out
No.
there. I make my roll to manifest something to protect me. I got one more luck left. I'm gonna use it. 16.
16. Roll
Yeah.
roll a d100.
I hate these. 28.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
So you step onto the platform, and you could.
Yeah.
He's looking at you. He's like, "I see what you're doing here. You think just because he somehow luckily survived in the flames, you can survive in the flames because you're purple."
I think either way, I'm gonna enjoy watching you burn.
Because you're purple.
And yes, I am purple as fuck.
It's like, fair enough. Let's see who outlasts this time. I'm turning up the heat. And it's just pillar of flames again. And
I want to try to like maintain eye contact with the guy. I know I can't probably see.
You're just
through the
staring him
flames,
down. Here's what I'm gonna do for this one. Is every round I'm going to roll a d12. He is going to last for 7 rounds. This is how much damage you two will take. 11.
11 damage for both of us.
No, you don't take any damage.
Oh, okay.
5. Ooh, 1. 5. You're just staring at him in the flames. You feel nothing.
Fuck yeah. This is the best day ever.
Until suddenly it's gonna be like shatter. You'll be like, oh, it's hot.
Yeah, I'm watching this motherfucker burn. It feels good.
He looks at you and he sees that you are unfazed and not looking, so he goes 3 more rounds. Okay, now I'm gonna use a calculator real quick.
I can't remember. Did we ever find one of our cloths? Were they like heat proof? One of the fabrics.
No. Ooh.
Because that would have been fun to use like the armor one and just wrap yourself up and be like, I'm good.
Yeah.
So yeah, not even fucking close. The flames turn off. And, by the way, that's how much damage it was soaking. The armor you created soaked 78 damage.
Nice.
Until that ran out, you were good. Total damage
Nice.
was 59.
Huh?
Total damage done was 59.
Nice.
So the flames turn off, and he just looks at you, and he's like singed to a fucking crisp, and he's just like, "You tricky bitch. How are you still standing? I never seen anyone last this long since I had my real body."
Yeah, well. Guess I'm just tougher than you.
And he just shakes the crisps off, like the skin just peels right off, and it's just like what's left underneath, and it just looks fresh and fine. And he's just like, good. I didn't expect all of you to pass. I'm a little embarrassed. But, fair enough. What do you want?
What do you get? Whose vault is this?
This is my vault. You may have anything in my arsenal. Just say
Wait,
what
is
you
he-
want.
Is he any of us? Any of our hurt people?
He was Milo's.
Milo's. Okay.
Is it just an arsenal you have here? Just weapons? Do you have anything else?
Anything in my arsenal is yours. Name what you want, and I will bring it for you.
We can't take a look?
There's nothing to peruse that is not on this plane.
One thing only?
You may
Each.
take one thing each. Those that have succeeded, which seems to be all of you. Leith slithers up, and she starts doing this weird dance, and he's looking at her, and he's like, I see. Very well. And so he does this, and then forming in his hand is what looks like some sort of hat.
Leith wanted a hat.
It just looks like some sort of weird ethereal top hat. And he's like, there you go. Be careful
Well,
with that
Leaf
now.
has less.
And Leith just like slithers up under the top hat and just starts dancing around with it. Like just like the little top hat just floating on her as she like waves around.
That I I don't. I don't even know
Well,
anymore.
It's a bit
My
disappointing.
first
She took my
question
favorite
is-
hat.
They
My
grow up
first
so fast,
question
don't they?
is looking at my wares. Since I'm kind of formed into mine, do you actually have any sort of weaponry that would be better than what I have between my bow and my sword?
Your weapons are pathetic.
Ooh. Well, then, do I know that if he like gives me like say a bow, that once I grab it and it's mine, it kind of like becomes part of me, or
You have no idea, dude. You don't know how this shit works.
All right. So next question: do you have any sort of injection or wares that can automatically enhance psionic ability?
You want some sort of stimulant in?
So when you say stimulant, it's not permanent. You have to activate it. You're saying?
Well, there is something I could give you that would enhance your physical abilities, if that's what you're looking for. But I do not
It isn't.
trick or train or bother. I don't do mind stuff.
All right, then screw it. I will space steroids. I will. So, quick question then, just side question, GM, so I can better understand it. If I get a better bow, but the arrows are what does the damage, does that
It increases
increase my
the
damage?
velocity. Yeah.
So it does increase damage and chance to hit, so to say?
It would increase the velocity, not chance to hit. That's still your skill. Unless the weapon just happens to be something that increases your skill.
Okay. So it would up the damage even though the arrows are molded to me.
Yeah. But for sure, a better bow would fire arrows better.
Well, I will take your best bow.
My best bow. Fair enough. He hands you a very small rod. Looks
The
like a
fuck is this?
stick about this long. And he just tosses that to you.
So you're saying this is better than what I got?
Oh yes.
This.
Yes.
This wizard staff.
It's like this big.
Wand. This wizard toothpick.
Try and fire a shot if you're so.
Sly, it's not
Bitchy.
the
Fine,
size,
I will.
it's how
And
you
I
use
draw-
it.
I draw an arrow and I aim at a wall.
The second
And I just-
you pull to knock an arrow, like you feel a string that you do not see.
So I'm like,
Make a strength check.
it's just strength. Is that double strength? Burst of strength? or
No,
whatever?
just strength.
Just strength.
Oh yeah,
God,
burst of
that's
strength is
still-
fine. Roll double strength.
That's still terrible.
The bow does not draw back.
So I have a bow that I can't even fucking use.
Nice.
You asked a
'Cause I'm not
war.
even
You asked a war god for his best bow. You really think you would be able to pull back the string on it?
All right, so I'm like, all right, goddammit, you're so funny. Can I Hulk out myself? Do I know how to yet?
You can just exit your body.
All right, I just look at Annika. I'm like, Annika, get your restraints ready. Badass
Christ.
McGee, fucking pull this bow back, goddammit.
Oh, I want to so bad. So bad I would have pulled the string back. Okay.
All right, now what do I roll?
Roll his strength. Burst of strength check.
2d8 plus
7.
2d4.
7. 7. Oh.
15.
You fail to pull back the string on the bow.
What
Oh.
the fuck?
And he's really mad about it. He's just like, what is this? I'm going back inside. And you can regain control.
Goddammit. Can we do tradesies?
No, you get what you get and you are happy about it. The day you're able to use that bow, you will feel very proud of yourself.
Maybe
Yeah.
someday, Sly.
Yeah. Cool. So I have a bow that's basically a waste chances just trying to draw it back. Cool. Thanks,
I'm gonna-
Vistiel.
My name is Valsalu, you insulting prick.
All right, Valsalomu. Like, fuck.
I'm gonna turn to Leo and is there anything the colony could really use in terms of defense that we can get from this guy?
What? You doing what?
Well, a stationary cannon that we could mount somewhere potentially.
I was about to say, like an auto turret of some sort that you put on the motorcycle and bring it back.
Right.
It does have to be something we can get back to the
Like I
colony.
said, maybe an auto turret that can get onto the.
I mean, maybe
Max.
Max can like hug it and teleport with it,
Yeah.
even if it weighs a lot.
There you go, Annika. Thinking about everybody else.
Wait, okay, so
I'm
with that in
trying.
mind, a portable defense turret that is mountable, right? One that has wheels or hovers like the bike, you know. Who knows? He seems to have a lot of stuff.
I'll just say that's what I would like. Something we could use to defend our home, our colony with. Something we can actually get back to the colony that could protect it from the nobles.
Protected from nobles. Ah, that's right. You were dealing with nobles on the planet you were on. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. They're difficult, tricky. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if they have anything that could defend your colony that you could wield.
Something we can wield then.
How
Just the
about
best-
one
best you can do.
you could wield?
Yeah, make sure it's something you can actually fucking use.
I'm not sure exactly what you're asking me. Do you want a sword? Do you want an axe? Do you want a hammer?
I was thinking something more like a big gun.
A big gun.
Something we can actually use.
I don't know what you puny mortals are capable of. You just beat me in a test of strength and endurance. You'll have to be more specific than that.
Well, not to be selfish, but while you try and think of specifics of what you'd like, do you have armor in my size potentially? Because you kind of melted mine.
You want my armor?
If I can, use it and it's not going to just like be like him with that bow.
Do you want the armor of Arsalu? Fair enough. It is yours.
I feel like it's gonna be way too big.
It's gonna be like Hex's armor.
He reaches in to the void and he pulls out what looks like a small disc.
Okay. Like, I guess reach out and like take it.
Make a strength check.
Just strength, or is it first or something else?
First or
It's a
strength.
very heavy disc.
I feel this so hard.
3. Yeah, you take 3 wounds as this thing
I'm on-
snaps
Did
your
I get
hand
healed
back.
after the last one?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay.
But you take 3 wounds as your hand snaps under the weight of this. This thing probably weighs upwards of 600 pounds.
Right. So your definition of use isn't very good.
Oh, do you need a little help? Fine. He picks up the disc and he places it on your chest.
Do I just like fall down under the?
Your armor is shredded off of you, and you're completely surrounded in what feels like some sort of it's akin to what you saw happen to Hex. It forms around your body, and you just feel like you're pulsing with power. When you guys look at him, instead of being that normal ethereal blue that you see, it's like burning red. It kind of looks like the you guys see that Thor movie, like the first one, that metal sentinel that shoots fire beams out of its face.
It kinda, like,
It looks
opens
like
up,
that, but it wrapped around your body.
Thank you.
We'll see how well you survive.
Yeah. I think this is only temporary. It's good.
That's not temporary.
That's his armor.
What? It can't be removed at all?
Oh, you can probably take it
Well-
off. Then you'd have a
Well,
600-pound weight on your chest. Is that careful?
No, that's why I said I have to have it to get back first. Like I had to have something essentially.
Yeah.
My old armor was just melted metal, anything that was left like
Yeah.
pieced together anyway. So
Well,
It might
you
have
gotta. Let me
different
just say
models
this:
from-
you've got a whole lot of strength now.
I had to figure.
You're gonna take a +8 step to your strength, agility, and stamina.
Holy! Just a little bit.
That was a good ask.
If we ever get Hex out of the other armor, maybe we'll put Hex in this armor.
Yeah, that armor was used by him. So
Yeah.
Hey, Freefo, what you want for that armor?
on top of your armor.
So I can use my damn bow.
That's true.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah.
You could use the bow.
Right?
Yeah. All right. That's fair.
But yeah, that armor will also give you 12 wound soak.
That's significantly better than what I had.
That's 3 times what you had.
Yup.
So
So maybe a cannon, Annika? A shield? Support? I don't know. I don't know what this guy has.
Let's see. He has an armory, and he's a
How about
war
something-
god. So
I mean, I can ask for some kind of explosives or like grenades or something.
but those are one-time
Or-
use, potentially. We need
Maybe.
something that.
Who
We need
knows?
a
What-
better
Max,
ending for
Max,
me.
Max is like, all right, I want something to make me punch harder.
Other arm gets replaced with a copy of his other arm.
I see. Something that makes you punch harder. On the big arm, I presume. I was eyeballing that before. I know what to do. He walks over to Max, and he touches his right arm, and his right arm of the robot, or of the husk, is gone.
He gave him his own fucking arm. It
So
has
is it
42 dies.
Now I'm imagining like the robot arm with like a husk shell casing over it.
No.
It has 40 12s.
He's like, be careful using that. You might break the rest of your body. Well, Max now has a very strong punch, because with that punch, he has plus 3d12 damage, or plus 3d12 strength.
I'd like to shake
Nice.
your hand.
I'd like to shake your finger, please. Just the finger. All right, Annika.
Well, Max is now the most powerful person in your group.
So you're wanting
Yeah.
something for the people or for yourself?
What if we put Max in this armor?
Oh my god.
I would like to get something that would be
His
useful for the
arm.
colony because I don't feel like I need a shotgun that weighs more than I can lift.
All right. What can the colony use?
We have the defenses taken care of. We need food.
We need power.
I do not possess food.
We need a
What
lot
about
more power.
what about something with like unlimited power, like a power some kind of generator or power supply?
More than a power helix.
I wish I could give this to you, but unfortunately,
Yeah, so we're thinking offensive or possibly defensive.
the power sources that on this planet are in a different vault.
Do you know which one?
Yes.
Can you tell us which one?
Yes. Is that the thing that you want?
What the location?
We'll visit that vault sooner or later. We don't want to waste.
I mean, there's how many vaults are there? There's like dozens, though, right? Maybe
There's
hundreds.
dozens, but there's only like one more big one, or two more big ones.
There's 3 large vaults that we know of. Most of the others are smaller or medium sized.
There were 4 large vaults.
Right,
Yeah,
but we already
4
did
large,
that.
one for each, and we've
Yeah,
done
so this
one
is-
already,
So you've already done 2.
and this is 2.
Oh, I didn't realize this one was a large one on the map.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the vault
Okay.
of Marsalu.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, my brain just didn't process that.
Well, you're a medic, maybe, but you're like an agile battle medic, not like a defense medic. So I don't know. So I would say maybe like an indestructible shield that you can like put up and like defend people with, and then heal them while they're whatever. But don't know if you
I'm
can
not sure
carry
that's
that or if that's a
his.
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an armor. You
and I'm
probably
not sure
have
that's
the
his
shield,
wheelhouse.
but
Again, I could get a shield that I can't physically lift.
yeah.
I'm tempted to just stick with like some kind of turret for the colony, because, I mean, we have that big armory though.
Do
Yeah,
you have anything that's shotgun formed but has the capability of damaging a noble that she can carry, or that's not heavy? God bless you.
I do not know what these people could carry. You're all so weak and flimsy.
You know what? Like, we talked about it, but I don't. Do you have anything at all that can damage the nobles?
Of course
That
I
can
do.
kill a noble.
That can kill a noble. Points to the little tiny rod.
Yeah, great. Except I can't fucking shoot it, but that's cool.
That sounds like a personal problem. So.
Okay,
That sounds like an everybody problem if we can't kill a noble.
fuck it. I would like something akin to a shotgun that can kill a noble.
Very well. He reaches into the abyss with his left arm, and he pulls out something about this big.
Of course.
That's what they see. You see a handle and a trigger, and that's what they see. It's a handle and trigger. You see a very, very, very large, about 6 foot long cannon.
I want to know how you're gonna carry, like, not even weight wise, size wise, how you're gonna carry it.
Well, if it's something only I can see, then it means it's like psionically constructed. Maybe it doesn't have weight or like size. I don't know. I will. Is he holding it out?
Yeah.
Or I will attempt to take it from him.
Okay. It weighs next to nothing.
Yay! Okay. All right. And
So you
If
got
I
a
like-
handle and a trigger.
if I like lower it towards like the part that only I can see, like the barrel or whatever, if I lower that towards the floor, like does it
Goes through
clunk
the
against
floor.
the floor? It goes through the floor. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, dude. Thank
Can
you.
you shoot through walls now?
Maybe.
Oh, by the
We'll
way,
have
I forgot
find
to
out.
mention, when you look at his bow,
I see like an actual bow.
you see the purple, like, surrounding it. It's a sci-tech weapon. It's, like, the most incredible mechanism you've ever seen. It's like a 20 compound bow. Like, there are pullers and levies all over the place, and the string is like a full inch thick.
Damn.
So out of this, we've got a stick.
And it's about, like, 6 feet long. It's like a giant-ass longbow.
But we got a stick, a handle and a trigger, a suit of armor, his arm, and
And a hat.
Yeah. What's with the hat?
Yes, I don't want to talk about it. I'm really mad now. I know I don't have a physical body anymore, and I can't make use of it, but it was one of my favorite things.
Does it do anything?
I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, Leaf,
Okay.
do you know if it does anything?
Her entire, like, forms like a smile underneath the hat.
Well,
I'm guessing you
aren't
know what
you
it does then,
cute?
Leaf. So, sure.
I guess we'll figure it out. Okay, should we go back?
Is there anything to explore here, or are you it?
Are you saying you're not impressed?
No, I don't mean it as in like, oh, are you?
I mean, I love the
it?
barbecue, but we just want to make sure we're not overlooking anything.
Yeah.
Fair enough, there's one more thing that I feel you should have. Seeing as I have seen that you have Leith, you should take Bonto.
Bonto?
Is that your son?
Dare I ask? Who's yes?
He snaps his finger, and a red fabric flies from the abyss. This fabric is incredibly large. It is... Oh, sorry, it's black fabric. Sorry, black fabric. Black fabric flies, and it's incredibly large, just this, like, shroud. It's probably, like, more than the length of a person.
I'm guessing that's Bonto.
What's
And
up,
you-
Bonto?
And it goes, Bondo,
Yep. Nice to meet you, Bonto. Hi.
Bondo.
I am Groot.
Another one.
Bondo,
So you're cut from a different fabric, obviously.
Bondo.
And
Be good
okay.
to Bonto. He will help you.
All right. So while Bonto's saying Bonto, 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 I try and see if it's even a possibility to get into the mind. Damn it, I don't.
The mind of
Of Bonto.
You do not make it into the mind of Bonto.
Let's get Bonto. Bonto.
This game is ridiculous.
kind of, yeah. I like it. Is Bonto flying on the ground? Like,
Does he?
So I go up to Bonto and try and shake some sort of fabric hand. Like, so Bonto, I'm Sly.
Bonto. And Bonto forms around you as a cape.
Fuck.
I was about to say, I don't know why you're gonna go touch it.
Yep. I don't want another one.
I was gonna try and make Annika with Bonto and
Bonto and they're just fighting each other like the devil.
No,
and-
no, yeah,
Jesus.
Bonto's wrapped around your back as like a long ass cloak, like a spawn cloak. It just shifts in the wind, just like fluttering.
Guys, I can't see from the outside, but I feel like I look badass.
You look
Yeah.
like you're wearing like this black spiky armor with a fucking. You look like fucking Satan. you almost look like Spawn, honestly.
I think you're perfect for
If
each
you
other.
still had your scars, you would look like Spawn with his mask off. No joke.
Bonto and Badass Mickey. Yep.
All right.
Good job. Hey, Bonto, you know, while you're there, you mind helping keep Badass McGee in check? You know, just in case. You'll find out who that is soon enough.
I would not count on Bonto to keep anyone in check. Bonto does what
I
Bonto
encourage it.
likes. I had trouble with it myself.
Crap.
Okay, you had trouble with him. And now, hey Mood, you want to touch him? You want to grab it? You want to?
Sure. I'll just touch like the corner of it.
Well, then I shall say goodbye to Leith. Leith, I miss you. You should visit more often. And Leith steps out from under the hat, and the hat sits onto her head. And when I say steps, she takes on a form as a tiny little fox.
Aw.
Little purple fox with several tails coming out of the back of it.
Am I the only one that sees that, or
No,
is
everybody sees it.
it? Okay.
And she walks up and she touches her nose to his foot. And he goes, "It's nice to see you, Leith."
You have legs.
She looks back at you and goes, just lets out
What?
a little mew.
Can we send another person back to challenge you later?
If you like. But
We'll just be sure to send Leaf along so that she can visit.
I do worry, though, that now that this has been activated, it's possible that the nobles will come here to find me. So I've been thinking about shutting the whole thing down. Letting my body lay to rest.
Can you hold it up for, say, like 3 more days?
If that is your wish, fine.
If the nobles come, don't take any chances.
Yes.
We don't.
take any chances.
Fair enough. We'll be going with all of you. Calibrimbo, send them home. There's a flash as the symbols on your heads pulse, and you are standing back in the atrium.
Okay. Well,
So I'm guessing
Is
when
anyone
he
around? Like, what time of day? Like, when
yeah,
when
watching this fucking caped man just
Yeah, so
coming in.
you're all just standing there, like
is Leaf still a fox?
no, she's just a fabric with a top hat.
So when he touched Bonto, it was like he just touched a cape.
He didn't say goodbye to Bonto.
No.
he, like,
Free
just-
fall touched
Yeah,
Bonto.
Sly was like, Leo, touch it. And I was
Oh,
like, "Fine."
I didn't see that part. You touch
Yeah,
it,
no,
yeah,
so-
it
yeah.
goes around and it forms a cape around you.
You sure you don't want multiple companions, Sly?
Fine.
I'll keep it. I'm not gonna complain, but
I mean, it looks badass on me. I know.
I mean, I'm here in flaming red armor with a black cape now.
Yeah,
that
everyone's a
is
badass.
badass.
I will scoop up my blanket with the top hat and head off to the lab, I guess.
Yeah, let's go find Caldwell. We didn't find food though. We really need to start picking up plants for Sylvia.
Yeah, so you guys walk back in. People are looking at Leo like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm completely different than when I left. Everyone else looks about the same.
You just look like you're wearing this metallic armor. There's like red heat between the cracks.
It's pretty slick.
So
I might want Bonto back since I'm a frontline guy, but you can have him for now. Show him off.
Does anybody want Leaf? Leaf?
I don't think Leaf is transferable.
I'd like you can hang out, but I think she likes you.
Yeah. Bonto, I guess,
Yeah.
has no loyalties. He's just Bonto.
Bonto doesn't give a
Now
shit.
Bondo's probably just a badass.
All right,
He does- he's just
anyways,
here to get the job done.
You guys walk back into the area and into the you say you were heading to the med lab.
Yeah.
You step in and Erasma immediately like freaks the fuck out. Like the
What
robot just
happened?
starts skittering around on the wall. He's like, "You brought Bonto."
What?
Yeah, he brought Bonto.
He made us. He made us. What's wrong with Bonto?
He told us to bring Bonto.
Bonto is one of the most horrifying things we ever created.
Nobles.
I said one of the most horrifying things we ever created.
Oh, okay.
What's so bad about Bonto?
Bonto is a very, very dangerous being. Bonto.
How so?
And he comes back and he comes back down. And he's just like, I apologize for that. Bonto was originally made from a gate to the abyss.
Hey, Bonto.
The the dark place with the scary things in it.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Bonto himself is a portal to that dimension. And Bonto is also one of the most powerful beasts that originally dwelt there.
And you did this why?
Because Varsalu really wanted a pet. The fact that
Seems
you
like
have
a
brought
good reason.
Varsalu here is really bad for everyone and everything.
Barsalo or Bonto?
Bonto, sorry.
Why did he send us with? Why did he give us Bonto then?
It's Varsalu. He's a fucking idiot.
Well,
So, I know there's a lot of you guys and a lot of descendants. How many of you are stupid?
It's been a while
about 50-50.
I know.
since we've seen any of them, but the ones we stayed close with in the direction we set out in the universe, yes, about 50-50.
Well, what should we do with Bonto?
Keep him happy?
Who do you think has the best capability of doing that?
I don't believe any of you are capable of doing that.
I said the best capability, not the actual capability.
I have
mean, if he-
absolutely no way to discern whether or not any of you are capable of controlling Bonto.
Well,
What-
is he an
what-
aggressive personality? Is he adventurous?
What
He
keeps
Like
him
killing
happy?
shit?
Does he like long walks on the beach?
He likes to be fed. So, as long as you're on a killing rampage and he gets to feed, yes, he'll be quite happy.
Sounds a lot like Badass Mickey. So,
Yeah, sounds like he and Badass or myself would get along with him.
all right. Well, have fun with that, Sly.
Joy.
fucking hate that. Bonto.
I guess we didn't really find any. I mean, we have the armor and
Yeah, I got this
some
stick.
stuff.
It has a string somewhere. How am I supposed to pull this back?
Oh dear
by the
God!
way?
Did you all beat his challenge?
Yes.
We did,
Where
We
do you
did.
think I got this? Just looking down.
and
my
Well, yes, Valsalu's armor, very potent. I created that myself. Obviously, fine, great, fantastic. It enhances a person's abilities quite dramatically. But
And when you say all of us, I mean Leaf beat his challenge.
of course, Leith beat his challenge. Leith is a genius.
do you recognize the top hat? Do you know anything
Oh
about
dear
that?
God! He didn't see the top hat, and he looks at it. He's like, Leith, did you ask for the top hat? And she forms a smile, and he's just like, there are certain things that should not exist in this universe.
Apparently, one's Bonto and another's at the top hat.
Bonto was a mistake. The top hat was not our doing.
Whose doing was the top hat?
Someone that came far before we ever existed.
And what does it do?
Like somebody who created y'all, or
I will let you figure that out on your own.
Okay.
Best leave it to Leith for now, though.
right?
I trust her to take care of it.
So you see,
Somebody has to know what they're
you
doing.
see Leith just like spindles around it, the hat, and it disappears into her just furls of
Fabric. I suppose.
fabric. Yeah.
How much? Never mind, Leaf. Never mind.
She
Yeah.
sort of like quirks at you, forms a question mark.
I don't want to know where it went. We can discuss it some other time. I'm just glad you got something you like.
Yeah.
So, Bonto, you want to ride with Fly, or you want to stay where you are?
Bonto has no opinion. He just goes Bonto.
All right, I'll get him. So I just reach over and like touch Bonto, touch the backside.
Forms a cape around your back.
So, did each of you have one of these?
A cape, a fabric, a
Uh,
son, a
yes.
daughter, or something.
Of course we did.
Mhm.
Do they all still exist?
Yes. And mine is here on this planet.
So we'll have pets. It sounds like.
Mine is no pet.
I mean the term loosely.
What's yours like?
Probably one of the greatest things that I ever made.
Of course.
Does it have a name?
Who names these things? It's honestly ridiculous.
Ah, well.
This is gonna get
It's
interesting.
gonna get fun. Well, do you guys want to wait for Hex to wake up before we either go back to there so Hex can do it, or
I mean, my gun kind of got melted too, so I really need to shoot this other one.
How
Which
long have
you
we
have
been
no idea
gone?
I have. So
Like
bitch?
an hour.
Okay.
you just can't see it.
Didn't
It's
take long.
it's crazy.
Oh.
Like it's invisible.
Gotcha.
Oh, the rifle.
I lost everything. All my other guns are gone.
Yeah. Yeah, all he has is a rifle. That's like literally the only possession that he currently has.
Oops.
All your MREs melted.
Yeah, I kind of like I assume basically everything. So ammo's
You
gone.
should have
Like,
taken your pack off first.
I didn't know he was going to put me on a barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was expecting more like standing on a beam, and like, all right, don't fall. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun.
All right. So before we get too far into it, I guess we'll just end session.